It's graduation day. First, good morning, everyone. The garden got tilled. I brought all my plants from my house to my garden. For those of you that are new to my channel, I don't actually live where my garden is. Fingers crossed that changes one day. But I actually use my papa's property. He doesn't use the garden anymore, so I have a huge plot that I get to use and have been using for the last 5 years now. So, brought all my plants down. I did stop at the store on my way and got a couple more pepper plants and tomato plants because I ended up, I think last night, I had 52 tomato plants and 43 pepper plants, and I wanted more like 100 tomato plants. So I'm gonna plant what I bought and what I grew and then go from there, see where we get. But here's all the plant babies. I'm so excited. Oh, so excited. And then I also have my beans and my okra. We're gonna plant some of that. Garden. But real quick, let me show you what's going on with the raised beds. So right here is that the leeks that I got from Azure and then used the just the root ends and grew all this. They are doing marvelous. I am so proud of those. And then here we have, it's kind of a mess because I'm still working on it, but we have peas all back here, and I just made a makeshift trellis out of what I had, and it's working beautifully. I just didn't finish it the other day when I started. I pretty much did it enough for what I had going on, but if I have time today, I'll finish it up to the top. And then down here, minus some weeds, we have carrots. So carrots galore. I am super excited for them this year. Like carrots everywhere. My dad mowed, and so now there's weeds, but that's okay. So all this is just a ton of carrots. And then over here we have 3 cabbages, and then we have cauliflower, and then this right here is a homegrown celery that is doing its thing. And then over here, again, we have some weeding that we have to do. But this whole side of the bed is nothing but kale. So my daughter actually planted this and just went crazy on the seeds. So I think it's 4 different varieties of kale that's just super densely packed in, but you can see it's all growing. So that's a variety, that's a variety. I actually think that's a lettuce. These are varieties here. So yeah, we have a ton of lettuce that's going to be coming up. That'll be great for dishes and smoothies. And then here we have 2 more beautiful cabbages, and then this right here is a sprouting broccoli, and it is also doing marvelous. I am so excited. And then these I made beds out of. I dug them out of the woods, and so these have spinach planted in them. So we have some spinach that's coming up, not a ton yet. Some spinach here, but each one is a different variety. This one is Bloomsdale spinach, and I lost the one to this one. I don't know which spinach that is. And then this one also has spinach in it, but again, they just got planted recently, so they're not doing anything yet. And then here is all that I have. So they all had to take a travel in the truck, so some of them are trying to recoup, but we have peppers, loofah, tomatoes with a couple peppers, tomatoes, and then this is all cucumber, squash, and zucchini. I planted white cucumber, dragon egg cucumber, Wisconsin cucumbers, that type of squash. It's a it's either that one or the Cocozelle that gets like 5 pounds. 8-ball zucchini, striped zucchini, golden zucchini, gray zucchini, the yellow squash, Ford hook zucchini, and then little potato cucumbers. The only ones that didn't come up, oh, never mind. The gray cucumber did come up. I had to replant that a second time. But that could have also been because it got shadowed out. Oh, and eggplant. I also have eggplant. So, we have a little cat. We're going to get everything planted. I do a market garden, and this is just a tilled garden bed. It was, had a deep till done with a tractor. So, I'm just going to make my rows, and we're going to get busy. Okay, so I just got finished planting 200 seeds, 2 rows of Blue Lake bush beans. They're my absolute favorite for canning and freezing and whatnot. And now I've went ahead and made 3 more rows. We're going to start on some eggplant. So these are all homegrown. I have melanzane eggplant, Turkish orange eggplant, Oswald eggplant, and Casper eggplant. So we're going to get these planted, and peppers, and then I will show you how to do tomatoes. Peppers and eggplant are pretty self-explanatory. You dig yourself a hole and you plant them in, whereas the tomato plants are a little bit different. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm trying to place everything grouped together. So like all the jalapenos, I have my paprika, my pepperoncinis, these are all sweet peppers. And now we're getting into the hot peppers. So they're going to be filling out this row, and then also this row. And then I went ahead and took the tomato row down. I'll have 2 rows of tomatoes too, but everything is grouped, and I must say I have more pepper plants than I originally thought, including bell peppers, which I bought at the store too. So pretty excited. Okay, so I have my cherry tomatoes and whatnot right now. So I'm going to show you how I plant tomatoes. It's good practice to plant tomatoes. One thing I will say is last year I showed you where I planted, or I put an egg down in the bottom of the hole and then planted the tomato. I am not doing that this year, not because it didn't work, because the ones that survived did great, but an animal came and ripped up all the plants that had the egg underneath. So I'm just not doing that because woods are super close, but let me show you. Okay, so depending on how big your tomato plant is, that's how deep you want to plant how deep you want to make your hole. So The ones I'm putting in the very front are spoon tomatoes, which are super, super, super tiny. So let me, so you just want to take it out, and you want to bury it up to your first set of leaves. And then what's going to happen is it's going to grow roots all throughout. Some people will even pluck off these and just leave it further up, but I'm leaving these. There you go. So that's how I'm going to do all of mine. Real life, super sweaty, super dirty. But I have everything planted except for my winter pumpkin and squash, which is still under grow lights, and my melons, which are also still under grow lights, but everything else has been planted. So now everything needs a really good water, and then I'm done. So we have the green beans, and then behind it is okra, and then peppers, tomatoes, my dad's little plot, and then here I have mounds of cucumbers, yellow squash, and zucchini. Back here is going to be pumpkins, and then I'm getting ready to plant the loofah, and they're going to be right along the edge. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to get out there, get your hands dirty, get in some dirt. It is an amazing feeling to grow your own food. I absolutely despise the heat, but this I look forward to every year. I love working in the garden. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.